for the cringy intro. My dad made it and just insisted on having it in, so fine, it can stay in, even though I consider it a bit cringy, but whatever. So today I will be answering the question of what is the best dragon for racing. So the videos I've seen on YouTube in general were quite old. So all of them were from the time that Toothless was like the only really like fast dragon. I'm going to be showing 4 dragons that I've raced with. I have been racing like definitely more than 100 races that I had that so much races. So I'm going to be having Toothless, Light Fury, Pouncer, the fastest of the Nightlights, and Dread Strider compete. So there will be like duels and stuff, and it'll be like Toothless versus Light Fury and the 2 non-membership dragons. So I'm first gonna show the non-membership dragons and then the membership dragons, because I think that's more fair, because not everybody can get the membership dragons. So the problem with the past videos was that Toothless was the only dragon back then. These 3 dragons weren't even in the game. It's nobody's really fault. I just wanted to make an updated version of anybody who wonders now, because before it was just Toothless is the fastest, that's it. So I will not be using any speed boosters. I was playing quite a few races, like more than 100 definitely. And I was doing the same exact technique every single time, moving almost the same, getting almost the same results, which kind of proves that I was moving the same way. So every single dragon gets a fair chance in what it's doing. And I'm not going to be, as I said, I'm going to be reviewing only 4 dragons. I'm not going to be looking at all of them. I know some people have made that, like trying every single dragon, and I first cannot do that. I don't have every single dragon, and second, I don't want to do that. That would be hell on earth. So I just took the fastest ones and wanted to go with them, because that just makes the most sense. So first, I'm going to start with the non-membership dragons. We have, as I said, Pouncer, the Nightlight, and now with Pouncer, you still have a chance to get him. So the Nightlights are limited to some time, but they always return. They return every single Snoggletog. I'm pretty sure there's like 20 more days of Snoggletog, so you still have the time to get him. And there was like a limited sale 1 week in this year that was not with Snoggletog, so they will definitely be returning at least twice next year. So don't worry about that. And the Dread Strider is always available. And the membership dragons, again, are membership dragons, so that's why I'm first gonna be showing the non-membership dragons. So let's first look at the duels between Pouncer and the Dread Strider. Now we can start the race. So this was the Sunset Flight race. It is one of, I'm kind of confused with the races. Like, there's only like, what, 3 or 4 of them? I don't exactly remember. But like, where did all the races go? Like, when you play on single player, I'm going to guess it's only because of single player. I'm gonna guess when you play with other people, there's way more races, because like, there was at least like 10 races before. Now there's like 4, and 2 of them are like the Snoggletog ones. That kind of confuses me. That really does confuse me. So let's look at how the dragons go. So as you can see, Pouncer is already winning, and it is because because Pouncer is just easier to do. So 1, 0. I'm looking at the laps. I'm not looking at the full race. So the problem with the Dread Strider is it's not as easy as with Pouncer. The problem with Pouncer is he's very small, so it was hard to like hit some places and stuff. It was kind of tricky, but he's definitely better at racing with other people than single player, but he was still doing way better than the Dread Strider. It's quite obvious. It's very easy to see on the picture. Actually, right now it seems like it's not that bad, but Pouncer still wins by not too much, but I mean, actually, yeah, 4 seconds, yeah, that's all. Now in the Hidden Lights, I'm still so confused, where are all the races? But okay, so in the Hidden Lights race, pretty good too. I mean, there's really a small difference, and it just makes sense because Pouncer is a limited dragon. It's not always there, and the Dreadstrider is. So there's always a price you gotta pay for a dragon that is limited and the dragon that is not. So obviously Pouncer would make sense that Pouncer would be better than the Dreadstrider. And the Dreadstrider is more expensive than most dragons. I'm pretty sure it's 600 gems. So Pouncer wins again. It's just like I don't know. Pouncer was just better, faster. There's just really nothing about it. Like, it is a fact. Pouncer is a better dragon than the Dreadstrider. I cannot really say anything more about that. But as I said, the Dreadstrider is always there. Pouncer is not. If you don't get Pouncer now, you might never get him. So in the Dreadstrider, you can just literally go into the store and buy it. Because, you know, hybrids don't matter anymore. Why would hybrids matter? And Pouncer wins once again. There's really nothing special about that. It's just a fact. Here we can see the scores. Sometimes it was quite like let's look at the first one. So the first race, Pouncer won by very little. Like, it's actually quite almost the same. But I mean, I had to like count in the smaller ones. I don't remember what that number is called, but like milliseconds? No. I don't know what it's called. But the Dreadstrider and Pouncer were pretty similar. Pretty much the same, I would say. But if I had to choose one, it would definitely be Pouncer because it's way easier in races against other people. In single player races, it really does not make a big difference and does not really matter. So that would be the conclusion of this. So if you're looking for a race dragon without membership, Pouncer is definitely the dragon to go with. So now let's look at the duel between Toothless and the Light Fury. So here are Toothless and the Light Fury. It was kind of dumb that I was even making this because they literally have the same stats. They're literally the same. Literally the same dragon. But I still wanted to see, like, I don't know. I just had to do something. I wanted to see, was there a difference? Was it easier to play with one? Oh, and it's just so sad to look at how beautiful the Light Fury looks and how ugly Toothless's animations look. Like, look at that! Light Fury looks like she came out of the freaking movie, and Toothless looks like he came out of 20th century. So it's like, please, upgrade Toothless, he looks terrible. That's not the point. So Light Fury wins, but that's pretty much the same amount. It's like by what was that? 1 second or something? I don't know. A very, very small difference. Like, there's literally no difference actually. If I had to go by my favorite, it would definitely be Light Fury because she's just prettier to watch, to fly with. Like, Toothless is kind of boring. Of course, I know there are like race paints that make your dragon faster. And that's okay, but I didn't use any of that. I didn't use any like speed boosters and stuff. So this is just a fair game, and 1-1. It's just the same thing. They're literally the same dragon. The only difference between Toothless and the Light Fury is that Toothless has a bit bigger firepower, but that does nothing in a race. Except, of course, that you can shoot people in a race, but people that shoot other people in a race are freaking jerks. And I stand by that point. I never do that because that's just so freaking rude and so freaking disgusting, and it just shows how stupid you are. So don't shoot people in races. It is so freaking annoying. Like, that is just... ugh. People that do that are literally jerks. So these two dragons were quite decent. I mean, I would say that, like, I would personally say that Toothless and the Light Fury should probably not be in the racing, in the races. That the Toothless and the Light Fury should be banned from the races because it just makes no sense for them to be in, because they're obviously the best. Yeah, when they dive down, and also I forgot to say that that happens with Pouncer too. When you dive down with any of the Furies, they get a speed boost. So that is definitely interesting. So yeah, I feel like Doodles and Light Fury just shouldn't be in the game. Not in the game, shouldn't be in the races, because that's kind of unfair that people that have the money can always win. That's why many people just use the Nightlights. So as you can see, they pretty much all have the same thing. I only had to count by the little thingies. I don't know what they're called. And by the second, if we look at the seconds, they're literally the same because they are the same. So it was kind of pointless to do this anyways, but I did it anyways. Whatever. So now I just want to mention one more glitch. If you're gonna be playing against other people in one of the races, let's look at that. So there's actually a glitch that is quite bad. So when you're flying in Sunset Flight, at one point in the race, there's a glitch that when you go like this. So you need to go all the way to the side because it's literally gonna stop you in the moment. So just look at it again. So you're just passing by, you just want to go through the middle and bam, you just get stopped. You have to go all the way to the left or all the way to the right. No middle. Don't go in the middle because it's gonna stop you and you're gonna lose the race. So I'm not sure why that glitch is here. I just wanted to warn you if you're competing against other people in this limited race. See, this is how you're supposed to do it. I mean, you can sometimes get lucky and manage to get through the middle without getting that, but usually no. So you have to go to the side. Don't go straight in the middle because then you're gonna get stopped and that's not really fun. I recommend going on the left side because it's easier. And this is just another glitch. So Light Fury's shadow, I don't know what it is. It's just not there. Like, that is so good. Look at this. It's literally not there. It just makes no sense. Like, what the heck? Like, you have my Viking shadow, but you don't have the Light Fury shadow. Like, that's just weird. I don't know. I just wanted to mention that. I was quite confused looking at it. I think my dragon is possessed. So, my dragon is possessed. That's great. But yeah, I hope these tips help. So, as I said, Pouncer is the best dragon for racing if we look at the non-membership dragons. So get Pouncer while you can. You're gonna be able to get him eventually. Maybe not this Snoggletog event, but maybe next, or maybe that limited time sale. You never know. But you will be able to get him. And the Dreadstrider is pretty much the same as Pouncer, but I consider Pouncer more comfortable to play with. It is just more fun. It's just nicer. It's just nicer because he moves way better than the Dreadstrider, so I would recommend Pouncer the most. Then if you don't have Pouncer, the Dreadstrider, and if you have membership, you're on the top. I don't know. It just seems unfair to me. Even I literally have membership and I still would want Light Fury and Toothless to be banned. And I actually found myself when I was racing, I would actually go with the Nightlights because it's just nicer. I don't know, it's just easier, I guess, because they're very small. But yeah, that would be pretty much it. I really hope this helps, and bye.